What's up, guys? We're back again today with another great video, and I'm here to give you some really good updates on what happened with the check engine light that was going on. Also on the radiator diversion panel that we installed, I believe the last video, and if it actually helped keep the car cool or not. And then I'm also going to show you guys some stuff that we've got coming up. So let's go ahead and we'll get to the video. Alright, so as you guys know, we were fighting the check engine light on the TC, and what I thought was going to be an O2 sensor actually ended up being something super simple. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know this so you don't waste money on an O2 sensor when it could be something super simple. So let's go back over the codes that we had right here. As you guys can see, we had a P0606, a P0138, a P0441, and a P0455, and then they just you know, it showed them up again, the same codes as these. So we got rid of every one of those codes just by installing the gas cap, which you guys will see on a couple videos ago. I believe it was like 3 or 4 videos ago. I'll actually pop a card up right now to the video, and I'll post it at the very end of this video. So if you guys want to check out exactly what we did to get these codes gone, you can either click this card right here right now, or just wait till the end. I'm actually going to explain it a little bit now of what we had to do. But honestly, the only thing that we had to do, super simple, car's running right now, so I can show you guys that it fixed it, is we just replaced this gas cap right here. It had, I guess it had a little vacuum leak right here, and it was causing the check engine light to go off, and it was throwing, you know, that O2 sensor code, which it had been throwing for probably about 2 years now, and I just never got around to getting an O2 sensor. I was just like, forget it. I didn't have the money at the time because I was in college. But as you guys can see, we'll go inside, and there is no check engine light right now at all. So before you guys waste a bunch of money going and getting an O2 or an O2 sensor, try this gas cap first if you have any of those codes, because it could end up saving you a ton of money. I think that gas cap for me was like 25 bucks or something like that. You guys can check the video because I showed you exactly where I got the gas cap and everything. Make sure you get an OEM one, because you don't want to buy some aftermarket one and then it do the same thing as this and give you that vacuum leak, because then the code will just keep coming back. So now let's go ahead and we'll talk about some things that are coming up, and we'll talk about that radiator diversion panel that we installed. All right, so as you guys know, in the last video that we made, we went ahead and installed this radiator air diversion panel, and as you guys can see, it's still looking good. We got a little bit of some water spots on it, but other than that, it's still looking good. It actually made my hood kind of shut a little tighter, I guess, where there's that little piece of metal in there now. It actually makes the hood seal a little bit better in the front, so that's pretty cool. Don't give me a hard time about the rest of it. I know it's all dirty right now. We're actually going to clean it up hopefully this weekend. Just been very busy with my family coming into town and everything. But one thing that I thought was really cool that you guys might find interesting as well is after I installed this, it actually made the car run a little bit cooler. I'll show you guys where kind of the gauge was running before. So when we're driving down the road, normally before I had the air diversion panel, we were running, we'll say it was like right up in this area, kind of closer to the, you know, you have your high, and then you've got, you know, you've got 4 marks right here basically. You've got the low one, middle, high, and then all the way up. So we were running just below this mark right here before, and then obviously I installed that short ram intake a long time ago, so it brought it down a little bit more below this line. And then now, since we've got that air diversion panel and it's forcing more air into the car, we're running very close right here to this bottom peg. I mean, maybe a finger width up. We're running like right in here now. So it actually did cause the car to run a lot cooler than before, honestly. I mean, just a little change of that metal piece going on there and forcing more air into it actually made a pretty good change. So that might be something if you guys are having, you know, issues with your car overheating. I don't have a turbo or anything like that on this car, so it's not a super big deal for me. I just kind of did it for aesthetic purposes, to lose that big gap that's in between, like I showed you guys before. That was the main reason for me doing it, and kind of just adding a little bit of bling into the engine bay. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's just a really cool, interesting fact about this that not a lot of people might know. All right, so now we're going to jump into the next part of this video. I know we're kind of all over the place with this video, but I wanted to give you guys some updates, and I feel like that this is the best way to do it. Just kind of jump into little snippets and tell you guys what's going on. So now let's jump into some of the videos that are going to be coming up in the future. As you guys can see, sitting right here on the car, we have a new oxygen sensor, because I did go ahead and I already bought it. I bought it first because I was thinking that that was going to be our issue and not something as simple as the gas cap, which I did buy it from the local dealership, and there's a no return policy for this, so I have it now. So that brings us to our next part that I'm very excited about installing. It's the NVIDIA S-Pipe. As you guys know, we have the Megan, the Megan mid-pipe right here, or Megan mid-pipe, and then we have the TRD axle back exhaust on the end of the car, and then we have our OEM S-pipe, and then our OEM headers. You guys know we tried to do some headers in the past and it just did not work out like it was supposed to. So I'm excited that we get to work with NVIDIA. I actually talked to one of the main guys there at the USA NVIDIA, and he actually hooked me up with this. Normally they only do dealer shipments and stuff like that. You can't just call them and ship it. They want you to buy from their dealers, obviously. But he actually helped me out with this part because I wasn't able to find it on any other websites. I know Fast Science has it, and there's a couple other sites, but when I was trying to buy it, it just wasn't going through, and the sites kind of seemed a little sketchy. So I just went ahead and bought it straight from them. So I just figured while we had this, everything apart, we might as well just go ahead and change the O2 sensor, because my car does have 140,000 miles on it now. So we're getting around that time where the sensors and stuff are going to start acting funny. So might as well just go ahead and change it since we got it and I can't return it anyway. So jumping into the next part that we're actually going to work on is we got our XBT color controller, or your Bluetooth controller, for the halos that I made. As you guys know, if you've been on the channel for a while, you guys know I custom made these halos right here, or custom made the headlights. These are OEM factory headlights that I had painted the same color as the car on the inside, and then I put in the halos, and then we actually have a custom etched lens, if you guys can see it kind of right there, and then we have some demon eyes behind that. I know my car is dirty right now, so it's kind of hard to see everything, but what actually happened with that is one of the controllers went down, or the computers, I guess you could call it, went down, which is what's in this box right here, and our demon eyes won't come on anymore. And we're also having a little bit of problems with the turn signal on the driver's side, I believe. The smallest ring's not wanting to go to the turn signal like the rest of them. So we're going to pull the bumper off soon, get in there and kind of look at that wiring. I know I've had a ton of videos about how to wire up demon eyes and all that stuff, so this will kind of help you guys with that. If you're looking to get demon eyes in the future, you can kind of see how I wired everything. Going on to another thing that we got is, I love detailing and washing my cars, so we went ahead and we got a new snow foam cannon. You guys have, if you've been watching the last couple videos, I have actually already been testing it out a little bit before we do our unboxing on it, so I can give you all a really good review. This one is actually a lot better than my Amazon one that I had bought before. I really like it, but I'm gonna tell you guys some hacks and some cheats basically to make it give you more foam than it would if you just bought it and hooked it right up. There's a couple of things you can do to make it a little bit better, but I'm excited to show you guys that coming up. We'll do a detailing video and show off that foam cannon from MJJC. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this video. I kind of just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on with the channel, and kind of go back on those check engine lights videos that we did before and show you guys how the radiator diversion panel was doing. Like I said before, I really hope that us doing that gas cap fix for your check engine lights will actually help you guys out, so you don't have to buy that very expensive O2 sensor when you can just buy like a $20 gas cap or whatever, and fix all those issues on your car. And then finally installing that radiator diversion panel that I've had for like 3.5 years or whatever now. I'm very excited about it. It looks really good. It adds a little bit more color to the engine bay. It makes it more like a show car per se. I know we're far off from where I want it to be at, but we're getting closer, making small steps to get there. And if you guys are new getting into the community of modding TCs and stuff like that, that's something super easy to start off with. So anyway, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already, so that way you guys can get notifications and updates on all the new videos coming out, because the more subscribers we get, the more we'll be able to do with the channel, more car stuff and all that. So I hope all these parts sitting on the car and all the other stuff that's behind me you guys can't see really excite you guys for a bunch of stuff coming up, and I can't wait to see you all in the next video. Peace out, and remember, build your masterpiece.